EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert throwing again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about... the 17-yard line. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll run on first down with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Rolling to his right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Geno on first down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. They find some open field here. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Throwing now is Geno. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Geno now to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his throw is incomplete.
Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir.
And it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis.
67 yards.
And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up for...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Allen going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. 20, 10,
7.
5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final shot here before break. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. To the right side, this is Walker. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 77 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On 1st down, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Smith now to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe.
I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. From midfield, here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To the air again, Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2nd and 10. Dallas up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.